For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you guys have had a lot of success lately, winning 2 of your last 3 games, wins over Wesleyan and Davis and Elkins last week. Unfortunately, lost to Fairmont State here on Wednesday. But talk about the week overall and kind of how your team's playing.
Yeah, you want to be playing your best in February, and I thought last week was some of our best basketball of the season, particularly on the defensive end. Held 2 teams that are both really good offensively. Wesleyan, we could not stop them at their place in December. They scored 92 points, held them under 40%, and then go down to D&E, who we all know how good they are. They've had a great season and in the middle of a nice run the last couple years and held them under 40% in their gym. So really loved our defensive effort in those games. Did not play well last night at Fairmont State, and to Fairmont State's credit, I thought they played absolutely terrific. So one of those nights, we'll learn from it today in film and practice and get back to work, get ready for a big day Saturday here in the McDonough Center.
And defense was one thing we've been talking about all season. I know earlier in the year it was lacking. What adjustments have you seen on that side of the ball that's kind of made it better over these last couple weeks?
You're too kind. Lacking. It was just bad. We had a long way to go. And to our guys' credit, they've just continued to work, Zach. They've really separated themselves from the results and just focused on the process. And I know that sounds like, coach speak, but I'll give our guys credit. They've really embraced that. And one thing we've really looked at on tape is, fellas, we got to have more multiple effort plays. Offense is about multiple actions. Can you say you set a ball screen and then you play out of that and then get to the next action, right? Defense is about multiple efforts. Say you guard a ball screen and now they play out of that. Can we make the next effort, right? Multiple actions offensively, multiple efforts defensively. And so I think we've done a better job last night notwithstanding, because Fairmont, like I said, played really well. But our multiple efforts have been better and consistently getting better. And it started in practice, and it's really started with our leaders, with Will Gabbert and Marcus Johnson just continuing to push this group. And Alex Smith stepped forward as a leader. Sean Ely stepped forward as a leader. So we're getting better. We're getting better, and there's still a lot of basketball left, and we want to continue to trend upward, headed into March.
Another guy who's really stepped up over this stretch in 2024, S.J. Hutchinson, at 19 points against Fairmont, has really been a spark off the bench, especially from 3 points. Talk about him and kind of what he brings to the effort.
Yeah, he was just chomping at the bit to get back on the court. It had been almost a year since he had been on the court. And to his credit, S.J. is a guy who can really score. But I think he's been really efficient, picking his spots. Obviously, Marcus leads the conference in scoring. And so, the more scoring, the better. But S.J. I feel like he really hasn't come in and just forced things. He's let the game come to him. And where he's really helped is Zach, he's a really, really good defender. And we talked before he came back, that's going to be a big part of your role. And he's embraced that. So now you got him out there that can defend. Alex Smith has bought into his role as a defender. Sean Ely's been a good defender. Marcus has had some good moments defensively as well. And T. Harris and Kevin Coleman and, the rest of our guys have all had good moments defensively. Caleb Murray brings good energy defensively. So I just think SJ's presence on the defensive end has really helped us. And offensively, he's been very efficient.
And here, your magic number entering Saturday now sits at 3 to try to clinch a spot in the MEC tournament. Any combination of 3 wins by you or 3 losses by Wesleyan gets you that spot. Talk about this run and kind of how you guys are focusing on taking it one game at a time.
Yeah, can't worry about a magic number of the tournament. Just got to worry about playing better. And we got to be better when we were at Fairmont State, bottom line. So, all that stuff kind of takes care of itself. And we talk about earning the right to win, and that's what we got to do the next couple of days going into Saturday's game at home against Frostburg.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, obviously the big game coming up on Saturday. Haywood Highsmith's going to be back. His jersey's going to be retired. Talk about the event Saturday and kind of your thoughts and how your guys are getting ready for it.
It's exciting, and we talk to our players all the time. We're here right now in this moment, but this program is so much bigger than any one moment, any one player, any one coach. It dates back to 1956, and there's been so many successful players that have come through here that have, given Cardinal fans and students and the university so much to be proud of. And nobody, perhaps more than Haywood Highsmith, who not only was a terrific player, National Player of the Year, Conference Player of the Year, won the conference tournament. Just the accolades are unbelievable. But the best thing about Haywood is the way that, people that have been here for several years talk about how he treated people on campus, how polite he was at different places on campus. And I think that's really the embodiment of being a Cardinal is not just how you play on the court with tenacious effort, just a relentless approach to getting better, which he obviously did all those things, but also how you treat people off the court, how you carry yourself. And our university is so proud of him. Our community is so proud of him. We're excited to have him, his teammates, Coach Sancombe. We're excited to have everybody back on Saturday to celebrate him because he deserves it. And I know our guys are looking forward to it because they look up to him. He was in their shoes not that long ago. And so it's going to be an exciting day and another reason for us to come out and play as hard as we possibly can and play well. It's going to be a fun day.
And talk about what that's going to be like, having guys like Danny Sancombe back, the 2017-18 team back, Haywood back. What's that going to be like, just having them in the building and having your guys interact with them?
It's like I said, it's a reminder of how special this program is because of the people who have come before us, and we're trying to continue to make it better so that, down the road people feel the same way about these teams one day. And so, it's an honor to be a part of. This is Haywood's day. It's about him and his teammates and his team. We just want to do our job to play hard and make sure that we uphold the standard, for 40 minutes there on the court of what this program's all about.
And finally, amongst all the fanfare, you guys have a game against Frostburg State coming up. Talk about that matchup and some of your keys to getting that win and completing what would be a great day.
Yeah, it's a hard matchup. They were lights out at their place. They played with unbelievable effort. They made shots. They drove it at us. They got to the free throw line. They guarded us, and it was a game that we struggled with from beginning to end. And so we've learned a lot from that game. I think we're better from that game, but I think they are too. And so we've got to be locked in on our keys to victory. Making sure that we're getting back to that defensive effort that we had Saturday and last Wednesday, and even the West Virginia State game. I thought we really competed on the defensive end for the most part, and so we gotta take care of ourselves and do the things that we have to do to win because Frostburg is a very capable team.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck on Saturday. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.